What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is a nice sunny day. It is hoodie weather. You already know how it is. The grass is still wet. Danielle really wants to cut the grass. I suggested against it, but whatever. It is what it is. But that is not the purpose for today. Today, I think I'm going to try to get this thing started. So, I don't know exactly how it's gonna go. I'm super duper nervous. Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna go. But I have a brand new, it's a crappy battery, but it'll still get the job done. A new battery down here. I have like 2 bottles of zinc. Well, 1 bottle of zinc that I'm gonna use now. And then once I get it started and you know, get all the crap out of it, then I could do an oil change on that. And I have oil somewhere. Oh, I got this oil here, some crap oil. Well, it's not crap oil, but crap oil. GTX, it's Castrol GTX stuff. I usually like to run thicker oil in all my built engines, so I'm gonna use 2050 for right now. I'm trying not to use anything synthetic, just because don't need anything that's gonna mess up the engine or be super duper slick. I need stuff to break in the proper way. That's why I got thick oil and zinc. So yeah, I'm gonna set the camera up somewhere, and actually I might just, I tried to go to the store yesterday and get a new you know, a new belt for this, but they gave me this belt instead of that belt, so I'm probably just gonna go to the store and grab the right belt so that I can actually get this done, and maybe hopefully get another bottle or something of zinc or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but let me go to the store real quick. Let me get this belt because I really don't want to. I want to put all this crap together and not have to worry about it. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, people. So bad news. You know, I went last night to try to get this belt, and I guess it's like some super special like stretch belt thing. I don't know exactly what it is. It's an AC belt, so like you would think like they would have it on their counters or their shelves or whatever, but nobody has this freaking thing, so it's gonna have to wait. I did order it, so yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But I did go and get coffee because I kind of need it. So it is not that early in the morning or anything, but I think it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon actually. So but yeah, all right, keeping it moving. We're gonna put this thing up in the air, fill the what do you want to call that thing, the oil filter with oil, and fill this thing with oil and see how it goes. So let's go. Okay, people, so always remember, whenever you're doing this, make sure you put your zinc in, because if not, this will all be for nothing. So as it sits right now, I have like a little over 5 quarts in with the zinc. So that should be enough for me to actually get oil pressure. So let me just check it, make sure it's good here. All right, I'm right at the full mark. Right at the full mark is where I want to be. So, all right. So like I said before, I do have the battery for this thing, but I think what I'm gonna actually do is not put the battery in. I think I'm gonna wheel my my emergency starter over here, and what I will do is I'm gonna just crank it over just to see if I can get fuel pressure, or fuel pressure, if I can get oil pressure out of the exhaust, or I mean out of the turbo line. So when we put the turbo on, you know, we used a little like a straight. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So this is what I like to use to establish that I have oil pressure. So right on top of the turbo here, the turbo feed, this line here, I will take this off right now, and I will put that in a bottle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna you know, start cranking it and see if I can't get oil pressure. Because if I get oil pressure to there, then that means the entire system is pressurized. So then I can actually start the car. So I did, instead of you know, pulling spark plugs or doing anything like that, what I did was I just pulled out the you know, the connectors for the coil packs. So actually, yeah, it's either going to be that, or I'm going to pull the injectors, you know, the connectors to the injectors. I actually might just do both, just so that nothing is in the cylinders at all, so I don't have any kind of issues. So I'm gonna do that right quick, and then I'll wheel my things over here, and we'll see what we can get done. So let's go. All right, people, so we are at the point where starting to get a little scared, mainly because we built this fuel system by hand, and I just want to make sure everything is good. But I will turn on the you know, the starter here or whatnot, the charger, and see what happens. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the key. I'm gonna see with one click what happens, just because the fuel system has not been, I haven't primed the system at all or done anything like that. All I did was just hook up the negative and positive over there where the battery would be, and I undid the oil feed for the turbo. So with those two things, we can actually start, well, we can actually see if this thing can get fuel pressure. So or fuel pressure and oil pressure. So we're gonna click the key once, see if I can prime the system, look for any kind of leaks. Hopefully I don't have any, and then we can go from there. So let me go get the keys, and I'll start this right back up. Okay. All right, start. All right, that was one click. I want to say this: I don't see any fuel spinning anywhere, which is definitely good. It's this bank. Let's check this one. No fuel. It's not fuel, which is good. Oil or something. That's one. Okay. Alright. So we're looking good so far. So this is what I will do. I will crank it over a couple times and see if we can't get oil pressure into our little can here. So let's just move this over here. We're really not, you're not really going to be able to see. It's where the camera, or where the flashlight is. So I'm going to crank this bad boy a couple times and see what happens. All right, people, so it's not gonna crank over with just what I have here. So I think what I'm gonna do is try this crazy rudimentary thing that I got going. I've done it before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook the battery. I'm gonna put the battery over here, hook the charger to the battery, and the battery to the car. Just because I really don't want to put the battery into the car, because then I have to take it right back out just to, you know, get it. So when I'm actually ready to start the car. So give me 1 second, I'll set this this whole jerry rig thing up and we'll go from there. All right, so before I continue, I did smell gas, and it is coming from the back here. You're not really gonna be able to see it because it's deep down in the motor, but it's the line that crosses over back here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix that real quick, and when I get back, hopefully like we'll be in better shape, and what we'll do is I'll just take this pipe off, put the battery in, because it might be easier just to crank the motor like that instead of this whole contraption. And yeah, like we can try to see if we can't get oil pressure. So let's fix that problem, and I'll get back to you in a minute. All right, people, so I found my issue. It was a bad line here. See, like I'll show you quick. It's really hard to kind of tell on camera, but once you tighten these bad boys down, these it's really not supposed to move at all. Like in here, this part here, it's not really supposed to move at all. And with this one, it was kind of faulty. I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but it is one out of probably like 20 or so that I actually use, so not a bad ratio. So unfortunately, it was down back here and back of the motor. There's a Y back there, or a T, that goes to one side of the fuel system, that line there. And so I had to put another fitting on, so no big deal, it is what it is. But I have the battery in right now. I have it covered. That was my fear, is that it was gonna arc off of one of these things or whatnot. So that's off. I'm gonna keep this pipe off, the intercooler pipe, until I actually get pressure back here. So what I'm gonna do is, off camera here, I'm going to crank it until I get some pressure, and then I'll show you guys exactly what I'm looking for. So let's go. All right, people, so I have an update. So I've been fighting with this thing for at least 3-4 hours. I got the wife in there. Hey, babe. So I've been fighting with this thing for a long time. So what I wanted to show you guys was, if you have an issue like what I have, so what I did was I filled half of the oil filter with oil, and I found out that the oil pump can't push air out of the oil filter, which is very weird. You can't push oil out of the oil filter with an air gap there. So, which is very odd. I don't know why that's like that, or if it's just Subarus that are like that, but this car is like that. I have no idea why. I found, like, you know, other people have the same exact issue, but so what I actually did was I actually took the line off of here. Well, like the line that goes to the AVCS here. I blew compressed air through it, and I took the oil filter off, and I put this, you know, my little funnel and my oil that I was using. I put that underneath of it, and then I had the wifey run the car until it actually gave me pressure. So it finally gave pressure, and I was able to actually get some oil into this little filter, or into this little cup here. As you might be able to see, yeah, I got oil in there, so which is good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to move this without actually messing it up. I'm gonna try to get the first start here on camera, but I gotta put everything all back together. I don't know if I'm gonna finish today or not. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting a little tired because, like I said before, I've been at this for a little bit. And then I have an oil leak at the dipstick. So where the dipstick actually goes into the car, there is a massive oil leak. I have no idea why, but so I got to pull the dipstick. I got to put like maybe a I don't know, gasket or something on there to prevent oil from coming up, because it's really a pain right now. But it is a good thing. I finally got this figured out. So I'm gonna keep on pushing, put the plugs back in, put the coils back in, put the fuel pump fuse back in, because I had to do all of that because the battery was just taking a hit, like really, really bad. But I can now oil the pre-oil the turbo, so now it's not going in dry. The motor is not dry anymore, thank goodness, and we can keep it pushing with its first start. So yeah, I'll be back whenever I get this done. All right, people, so after a couple hours of messing around with this freaking thing, I actually pulled the dipstick out. I actually put a you know, like a couple things down there to kind of stop the, you know, oil from coming out. Hopefully that helps, but there's no guarantee. I have no idea, so we will definitely see. Everything else is kind of good. Everything is primed like you saw before. The turbo is primed, the motor is primed itself. So now all I really need is the negative battery post, and boy oh boy, I should be able to start this bad boy. So I don't know how this is gonna go, so I'm gonna set the camera up here. I'm gonna do the and I'm gonna do the honors right on camera. So this will be the first time that I'm doing it, so wish me luck. All right, so one of two reasons why this bad boy is not going. So, first reason, I think, the injectors, the plugs could be backwards, or I honestly think that's really it. I had the fuel pump actually undone, so yeah, I don't exactly know. So I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna try to see if I can't, I'm gonna just swap these out real quick, you know, front to back, back to front, and we'll go from there. So give me a minute. What's cracking, everybody? So quick update. I haven't really figured out why I can't get the car started, but best believe I have my theories. I couldn't really find any kind of accurate you know, diagram for the injectors, so I'm gonna have to look a little bit more. It is getting a little bit late out there, and it is starting to get, you know, it doesn't look too dark outside, but it's getting dark quick. So I think I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'm gonna figure out what's going on with the injectors, figure out the injector color wire, and go from there, because like I have a feeling that one of two things could be happening. Either the injector wires are crossed, like I said before, or that there's just that much more fuel going into the cylinders, which I think it's the latter there, just because it did have stock STI blues in it as part of the fuel rail and stuff like that. So I'm almost betting money that it had like stock injectors and a stock tune on it. So what I'm probably gonna need to do is contact somebody to try to get a base map for what I do have, so that I can get this thing started, because it is loaded with fuel. In the back here, you can tell around the metal where the downpipe meets the turbo, you can see that it's starting to swell up with you know, little bits of fuel. So yeah, so that's what I think it really is. But I'm just gonna go through, make sure that the wires are on their correct injectors, and then we'll just go from there. But I do have my oil problems solved underneath the car, so which is good. It's not dripping any oil or anything like that. Good things, you know, good pressure. But the car sounds like it wants to start, but it just has way too much fuel, like I said before. So I'm gonna go through, check everything out, make sure I have everything correct, and then on the next episode, hopefully we can actually get some answers and actually get this thing done. So yeah, it was a very non-eventful day, but I still got some stuff done, so I'm very happy about that. But if you like this video, I upload every 3 days. Hopefully, like, I can get this thing going by next video, and I can actually get some applause. But until then, you know, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. All right, deuces.